I never discuss politics, religion, or Wagner. It always makes for bad blood and or originates quarrels, dude. And fuck it, we're gonna talk about Wagner today.
What quote is that?
That's from some douchebag back in the day. No, he was a fucking.
He never talks about Wagner. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. You just hit me with it, man.
I just fucking hit you with it. I loved that so much because they were talking about how back when Wagner was a thing, right? And he was writing. There were like fucking fanatics of them, and there were people that hated him. And apparently people would get into fights about that shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, you always hear, you're at a party, don't talk about religion or politics. And that guy had another one that he wanted to fucking add on to the shit.
Hold on. Oh, this shit's fucking up. We brought our shit in from the cold, and it's all this stuff's ice cold. So
it's like squeaking somehow. Like it's making the sound. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it on here, but it's making the sound of when you throw a lobster in the pot, and it goes like.
Yeah. Hold on.
Fucking
it
lobster.
comes and goes.
Yeah, let it go. Let the lobster be a part of this family today.
Today is about acceptance. Today is about just letting life shit on you and letting it not dampen your bright smile.
Oh man, you got some dampness on your bright smile?
Well, let me do the normal shenanigans here.
All right.
So, if you're still listening, this is your podcast for December 1st, 2018.
Talking about Wagner.
We're talking about the old Wagner today, but it's going to be a light conversation, all right? People tend to get really, really deep with that shit, but we're going to keep it light and breezy, man, because this is not a fucking history podcast.
And actually, this is our first, because this is going to be a future segment, or not segment, but a future theme of ours, talking about specific composers. And Wagner, we haven't done one of his operas yet. We've talked about, I think, Hollander a little bit, but that's what we're doing today. We're talking about Wagner, and there's so much to talk about. We're not going to probably get to your favorite parts of it.
No, Wagner, like his operas, that dude lived like he wrote, and his life's just too big to fucking talk about in like a whole year of podcasts. You know? So it's just... You talk about it like you would at a party. You keep it superficial, all right?
I guess so.
The dude was fucking crazy.
This guy was fucking crazy.
We'll keep you guessing. We're in a different place, I think, every time we record this podcast. We still have not nailed down the studio yet. We are in my apartment in Frankfurt, which, I don't know, we were here a couple podcasts ago.
It's fine. It's a little more echoey than the other place, but fuck it.
You know, I listen. But fuck it, you really have to have the right... You want to talk about learning English as a second speaker. You really got to have the right Betonung on that. The right emphasis.
But fuck it.
But fuck it. So, Mike, you drove the car out. How's life? How you doing?
That's not bad.
How you feeling today, Mike?
I'm okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm okay,
good.
dude.
I'm glad to hear it. How are you feeling at home, listener? Are you good? Oh, really? Tell me more.
That's so not interesting. So fucking not interesting. I'm just glad it's cold out.
You're glad it's cold out.
Absolutely, dude. I like wintertime.
Yeah.
I already, as soon as Thanksgiving happened, I went out and bought a bunch of fucking things for the Christmas trees, and my house is bedecked.
Yeah, you busted out the little nativity scene.
The nativity scene happened right away. Jack wanted to do that, and he's making those animals do.
No, sorry, nativity scene's an understatement. You do a Christmas village every year.
Yeah, okay.
Mike does a goddamn Christmas village.
We have both. So when we were in Maastricht, they had these awesome Christmas village things, and we bought them all. And then we just wanted to do it, and it's one of the things that happens every year.
Like multiple houses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I know what it is.
Church,
I'm describing it for the listeners.
We got a church, a school, a lumberyard, an opera house.
Yeah.
There are 3 different, like, if you have like Weihnachtsmarkt where you can buy
Christmas markets,
Glühwein and all kinds of like
wine,
Wurst and all
sausages.
kinds of shit.
Don't make me translate that much for you, man.
I didn't know that's what you were doing.
Yeah, you were dropping so many German words there.
The funny thing is when you hear them, and then you hear the
English translation.
The English translation, you don't recognize it as being different right away. If you know those words really well, it almost just sounds like an echo. Like I thought, oh, why is the echo so strong right now?
Yeah, but also there's many words that I have learned in Germany that either don't have an English word or I didn't experience that part of life in America. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I know what you mean. They don't have an English word. There's all kinds of shit like that. But what is the thing that you didn't experience in America?
Like buying a car. I never bought a car in America, so there's certain like lease agreement things and these types of things where it's like I went through that process in German. I've never done that process in English. So there's some insurance and legal words that I actually know better in German because I've lived here at the end of my 20s and early 30s, and there's
Isn't that
different
fucking
things.
weird? That's probably why
I'm
you
sure it's
have
the same
such
for you.
a...
I'm sure you've had 2 kids in
That's
Germany.
why you have such a strong accent.
I'm not having that
Your
conversation
accent
anymore.
is so strong.
But you know what I mean? You've had 2 kids in Germany, and you've had no
That
kids
I
in
have.
America.
Well,
I
my
believe.
wife had 2 kids. I sat there and cheered her on.
Give credit where credit's due.
Gave
It's good.
credit where credit is due, dude. You don't want to.
But this whole experience of going to the doctor and having babies, you never did in the States. So you have no idea what that's like there. You know what I mean?
No, I have pictures of friends and talking to friends about it. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
It's definitely fucking different. I'll tell you, with Jeannie, that night there was something going on in the hospital. There were all kinds of people coming in and out, and then we were in the one room, and they just do it on a big bed. It's just this huge bed that was there, and I was just on the bed with Dodo, like helping. I'm on my hands and knees. I'm in my
that big of bed.
Yeah, it's about
Okay.
It's maybe a 180 centimeter wide bed. It's
about
really
6
big.
feet.
Shit,
Making me work
I can't
today.
think about all that shit. Anyway, it's this big thing, and she's there doing her deal. I mean, it's nothing like what you see in movies, like everybody in the blue scrubs and the hat and the face mask. None of that shit exists
In Germany.
here. I mean, the doctor will have the face mask
Yeah.
and everything like that. But I'm just in my I'm in my Steelers t-shirt, sitting there just like. All right, baby, do it.
That's a less romantic scene for like a movie or something.
But wait, what was I going to say about that? Oh, yeah. So here's what happened with Jeannie, right? So after she was born, the people like literally did what was necessary and then ran to the other woman who was just screaming in the other
and just
room
left you with the baby.
and put the baby on. Well, Dodo had the baby first, of course, because they do the what's it called, skin to skin or something like that, where they put the baby right on the mother's chest, right?
Okay.
So that they can feel the mother right away.
She had the baby first. That was a bit
Jeannie
ambiguous.
then slept on my chest
Mhm.
from, I think Jeannie was born at like 1 or at 3.
It was the middle of the night. It was during the Trump election. I remember it.
Yeah, well, beforehand. That's right.
It was like the same week because we
that's
were all at Oldenburg, remember?
But then, so she then they didn't come back until morning.
Seriously.
And they didn't even give us like a fucking blanket or something. I was like,
Or a pamphlet or something.
I mean, that's not normal.
Don't let the baby die. Keep the baby alive
They would just come in.
until the sun comes up.
Everything okay in here?
Yeah.
All right, see ya. And I'm sitting there with this newborn baby.
Yeah, you get more attention on an airplane, man.
I mean, I don't want to shit on them. They did a great job and everything, but a blanket would have been nice for my newborn child. Now they put a blanket on the child, but I didn't have shit.
Yeah, so you're just shivering all night.
I'm just shivering all
Yeah,
night.
it was a cold time of year.
And that baby can only produce so much body heat. She did shit for me. you know? Crap.
Selfish asshole. Mike, give me one of these beers, huh?
All right, because we're doing Wagner today, it's all Bayreuth beer.
Oh, that's clever, buddy.
Yeah, how about that? Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Do you want me just to grab one, or do you care which one? There's like 3 different ones in here.
No, you just pick out. Well, there are 3 different ones, 2 of each.
Okay, these are the closest ones.
All right. Can you maybe?
Can you fucking lean forward an
No,
inch?
I can't. The brewery is called Zwickel,
Yeah.
and this is right in Bayreuth.
Bayreuth.
Awesome, dude. Here we go. Oh,
Oh, you got a good pop there.
Toyota, ho, ho.
Dude, so a buddy of mine's going on a thing this weekend called Depeche Boat, right?
What?
It's a boat where they party all night to Depeche Mode, right? And I was like, that's kind of a shitty rhyme, right? Depeche Boat. They party in a boat all night, and they only listen to Depeche Mode.
You might as well be speaking Polish to me right now. What the fuck is Depeche Mode?
Whoa, man!
What could you possibly be talking about?
Can you people
I
write?
thought you were saying Deepak Chopra at first. That's how weird it sounded. I'm like,
Don't-
party to Deepak Chopra? What the fuck is going on?
Oh my God, Mike!
What? Tell me.
Mike, no, let's move on. Okay?
No, what?
You got some googling. Depeche Mode is like one of the most famous bands that's ever existed. Everyone in every country knows Depeche Mode.
You're wrong, because I am a person from a country and I don't know Depeche Mode.
Oh my God, how do we settle this? How do we settle this? Do I do a Google now? Do we have people write in and humiliate you? Like, what do we do about this?
You can have people write in and humiliate me, but do they have a song that I would know?
All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my life. You don't know that song?
Maybe.
Man.
Deepak Chopra. I didn't know he was a.
Dobre Utra, man. The lobster's back.
The lobster's back.
Oh, wait, let me see if it's... Check. All right. Look, okay.
I don't know if you guys can hear it. But
I was gonna make a joke, but I can't even because Mike doesn't even know. Depeche Mode. How do I? Mike is.
What the fuck does the name even mean?
Oh my God.
What is Depeche? How do you spell it?
I don't know, man. What does Thomas mean? You know. I'm trying to put this. Okay, there's like so much I have to say, and I'm trying to talk slower. You know, I'm trying to better myself. Mike is so detached sometimes from pop music, but Mike is completely unpretentious. Mike is one of the least pretentious people I've met, but on paper he should be insufferable.
Right.
It should be impossible to spend time with Mike because there are very common like pop culture references that Mike will just. Who's Jimmy Fallon? The lobster's back strong. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but
I hope they can. We should name this lobster.
Oh, my
anyway,
God.
go on with your humiliation of me.
And so, Mike just doesn't know this shit. But Mike knows a lot about opera stuff. And in opera terms, Mike, this is a little bit. So to a normal person, not knowing Depeche Mode, in my opinion, is like an opera person not knowing who Handel is.
What?
Right?
No.
Handel's not the biggest one, but you should know who Handel is.
There's no way.
You know what?
There's no way it is. I'm sorry. Now we have to leave it to them.
Okay.
Is that a fair comparison?
Now I'm doubting myself.
Is Deepak
because
Chode,
I was wrong.
is this Chode that he's talking about? Could that possibly be as big in the pop world as Handel is in the opera world? Seriously. If that's the case, then I gleefully bow down my ignorance to your knowledge.
All right.
Because this
Can you people write in
this stinky Chode that you're talking about,
and write Mike on his Instagram, okay? I think it's private, but he'll see your messages.
Attack
him directly and tell him Depeche Mode is you should know Depeche Mode. Shame him, okay?
Okay, how about
shame
this?
Michael.
So write me or follow me. It's fine. People can see my kids. I don't care. It's not like I'm posting anything ridiculous.
You're signing up for family photos, okay?
If you, I mean, I basically post family photos on it. So if you want to follow me, or if you just want to send me a message, I will read on the next one the most creative insult for me not knowing Deep Dick Chode.
Yeah, you're doing a pretty good stuff. Because these are things I would call you.
I know. You've called me Deep Dick Chode before, I think.
Deep Dick Chode. That makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but I'm trying to come up
for
with
those who don't know, I think a chode is there's a lot of definitions for what a chode is.
A chode is a tiny dick, isn't it?
Yeah, but when I was young, a chode was a penis that's bigger around than it is long.
Right, a hockey puck.
You said it like it's normal.
Well, I thought that was that's the Depeche Mode of chode references as a hockey puck.
You're from that hockey part of the country. You know what I mean?
I suppose.
Hockey puck.
Anyway, listen, I'm serious about this. Write me either on Facebook or on Instagram. Any way you can find Michael Pegger. On Instagram, if you look me up, I have sunglasses on. I look like a pretentious douche in my picture, right?
Yeah, we were smoking cigars that day, I think, or something.
No, actually, that you didn't know back then. That was when I was in Bayreuth. It's coming full fucking circle, baby.
Oh my God, you were in Bayreuth.
When I was in Bayreuth.
Nice.
Anyway, write me the most creative insult because I don't know this shitty fucking band that he's talking about. Write me an insult, and I will read the top 3 maybe.
Look. All I'm saying.
I hope you guys write me because I love getting insults.
The band is so good, Mike, that they have a boat tour with only that music for 9 hours called Depeche Boat. All right? And my point was, this turned into this huge thing, but the only point I was going to make is Germans say Depeche Mode, and so moat rhymes with boat, so it's funny to them.
Is that really where this whole fucking discussion came from?
Yes, because I was like, Depeche Mode on a boat. Why is that funny, right? Jesus Christ, man.
Man, these people are the Wagner of pop music. Dude, come on. We got to get into fucking...
All right. First, let's take care of the last piece of business. Okay. So
last piece of business, Deepak Dick.
Hockey puck. Oh my God. Okay, so to our we got two new sponsors that we need to announce. First off, we got Edward. Edward didn't want the last name, so Edward, thank you very much. And then we got Mariana Jadkova. I'm guessing Mariana. I don't know where you're from, but Mariana Jadkova, and Edward, thank you so much for your
Awesome,
support.
guys.
You guys now have passwords to get into our secret sponsor section. And for those of you that are already perusing the secret sponsor section, Mike and I put in a video of us recording this Thanksgiving video we did.
Oh.
Fucking one take.
But, buddy, listen, I want to put out a congratulations to you on the premiere of your mini opera. Dude, fucking success. Nothing but positive feedback.
Thank you.
From not just the people that we know, but I was getting messages and people telling me from out there in the opera world that actually really fucking dug it, dude.
Really? That's really good to know because there was some negative feedback. But
was there? What?
Just some. Because on Facebook, when you have a Facebook business account, you can see the back end. You can see positive reactions, but you can also see negative reactions. And some people hit all posts from Sex, Drugs, and Opera because of that.
Are you serious?
Yes. But
you're probably
look,
one of those
everybody,
people that.
sorry. No, I'm going to leave the pop in, so I want to talk about
You're
it. It's like when
probably-
your knee pops, Kay,
Yeah.
you got to stop and you got to just stop running for a second and check it.
I was gonna say you're probably one of those people that just keeps checking the condom during sex. Like, is it okay? Good. Oh yeah, good. Let's stop again. Oh, is it okay? Yeah, okay. Woo.
Is the bubble deflated?
you gotta pinch that shit, dude.
Now, look, some people hit all our posts, man. But I'm not hurt. Okay, I get it. Opera's very serious, and if someone tries to make it fun, then you get fucking all butt hurt.
Fuck them. We don't want them.
Nah,
Those
but
are the
thanks.
people we don't want.
That shit. Lobster's back.
Dude,
that
quit
shit-
getting distracted.
I'm like a dog. That shit was fun to do. We're gonna do more. It takes a long fucking time to do, but it was fun. We had fun, right?
But seriously, it was so much fun. So much fucking fun to record. So much fun to do the video for it. I mean, it was just awesome. But more awesome than anything was that came out of your head. Was that music came out of your head. I will never cease to be impressed, completely blown away by people who will write music. See something, and you wrote the lyrics too. I had some input, but I didn't. You were the one who came up with the arc and everything. I'm blown away by it.
Which Wagner did too, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Wagner did do that.
No, we for those of you that are going in the sponsor section, we put a podcast in there where we talked more in detail about recording this thing, but yeah, it was hilarious. The whole thing was centered around this fucking wishbone, and we did not think about how difficult it is in Germany to find a wishbone.
Oh man. The day before, I was like, no, we got it.
We'll go to a butcher. We'll get a
I'll find
wishbone.
one. And they looked at me like I had balls growing off on my nostrils.
It's funny because in America, you'd be like, "Do you have a wishbone?" And they'd be like, "No, sorry." But in Germany, we're like, "Can we have a bone of a dead bird?" And they looked at us like we were asking that question.
Right.
They were like, "You want what?" You know?
Yeah, it was actually pretty humiliating.
Oh my god! So we had to end up filming that whole thing in like an hour, but it somehow worked out. Sorry, I was just gonna say for those of you that enjoyed it, I'm glad. That was for Mike and I. That was for you. That cost nothing. You know, that was just something we wanted to put out in the world for people to.
And there will be more. It was
to
so
nose
enjoyable.
laugh.
We're doing it again.
So
We're doing
if
more.
you did a little one of those nose laughs, then we did what we wanted.
Dude, I did some serious fucking full-throated
Belly
hearty laughing.
Can you give me that little thing, a Kleenex up there?
Yeah, when you did when you had the Frodo moment, the Frodo moment was good. But Dodo laughed out loud. My wife laughed out loud when you pulled back on the. So let me tell you this little story. She might be embarrassed by this, but at one point she did, she doesn't listen. Fuck. At one point, we were just sitting at home. It was a quiet moment, and she had her phone, and I was and she was in bed, and I was lying down in bed, and she had her phone, and I just peeked over, and she was watching the video with the sound off, just reading the captions, right?
Yeah.
And just smirking at exactly the right moments and giggling. And she didn't even know I was watching. And then
that's
all
great,
of a sudden,
man.
at the end, I looked over and I'm like, you like it. You fucking like it. She was trying to do it all
Secretly.
because she doesn't want to give me, she doesn't want to be like too praising of me.
That's good, man. That's good of her, you know? That's good.
But
keep your fucking head small.
Right, keep it small.
Secretly supportive, you know?
We got so we got our own little Wagner in the house, which is nice. He's doing the Gesamtkunstwerk. We filmed it. We acted it. We sang it. We did all that shit.
Right, dancing.
The one thing that's really different is Jared doesn't hate Jews so much.
Not at all. In fact, I'm fairly certain I have Jewish heritage.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ice comes from Eisenberg, and
well,
all these Berg names back then were like typically Jewish names.
Sounds very Jewish, yeah.
So I probably got Jewish roots, but I love.
I didn't know that that's where ice came from.
Yeah, my great grandpa. The story goes, name was Jan Eisenberg, and which means like Iron Mountain or whatever. And back then, when you moved to America, you were like, hello, my name's Jan, and they were like, no, your name's fucking John,
right?
Right. And you were like, Ice.
You don't know.
Yeah, they were like Eisenberg, and they're like Ice, John Ice, get the fuck out of here, John Ice, and then you were just John Ice, and that's how.
Let's jump into the vag.
Let's get into the vag. Do you want to go chronologically, or do you want to talk about his biggest hits?
Let's just talk first about
what a man whore that guy was.
So this guy was as shitty of a person as I can remember reading about. Really, every account of him talks about him just being a megalomaniac to the point of almost lunacy. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was. It's really hard to exaggerate how much he thought of himself.
Yes, and which is weird because Wagner, even today, if you want to get into the most pretentious discussions about opera, you're talking about Wagner, right?
Right.
But he was one of the dirtiest fuckers out there. You know what I mean?
He also was pretentious as shit. All the treatises that he wrote.
Yeah.
Reading, I tried to read through some of them, and it's like, oh my God, would you just shut the fuck up?
Could you imagine if this guy had an Instagram account? You know what I mean?
Seriously.
The amount of, the worst people you fucking see on social media are nothing compared to, because the amount of work it took to write a fucking treatise and publish it, you know what I mean?
And he wrote, I think there are something like 20 volumes of his, something like 10 volumes of his treatises and then 20 volumes of his letters. That guy wrote like a motherfucker.
Jesus. Yeah, he would have been addicted to social media. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because he was just like looking at girls and writing letters. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
So the thing about it is, and this is the thing that I find interesting and challenging about liking Wagner, it's that more than any other person in my experience, you have to, if you're going to enjoy his music, you have to learn how to separate the product of his art from the person he was.
Yeah, but that's true of a lot of people, even today.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not uncommon, but that is something where you have to get past this thing if you want to enjoy his music. And the thing is, you should get past it because his music, as much of a dick as he was, what he did, music was not the same afterwards.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. Opera was not the same afterwards. It was that revolutionary.
Yeah.
Maybe let's start chronologically, and we'll talk about why.
I want to talk about that because you brought up an interesting point. If you're ever at a fucking party and someone tries to compare Mozart to the Beatles or some shit like that, you tell them to go suck a dick, because the thing is, people don't understand that these people like Wagner, they were so revolutionary that they changed the way that human beings listen to music forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is a level of influence that writing really cool fucking songs, like Queen did that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they changed the way that we recorded music with their multi-track shit. Like they were very influential. I mean, the Beatles were too, but you can't compare those people to fucking Mozart or Wagner or Bach, people that set up the whole way we fucking listen to music. You know what I mean? Today we're not talking about his music though that much.
That's right.
We agreed because it's too big. So we're just going to talk about the dude's life, because whether he was an asshole or not, guy had an interesting life. Huh?
Yeah, and here's the thing. You can say, oh man, that guy was a pretentious fuck, right? True.
Yeah.
But
so was Tom Cruise.
He backed it up. Mm-hmm. Music was not the same afterwards as when before him.
Yeah, that's the thing is when people talk big like that, but then they deliver, you're kind of like,
fuck.
You're like, all right, but you don't have to be such a dick about it.
Right.
Like, you're right, but you don't have to be such a fucking asshole about it.
So born
Leipzig, right?
in Leipzig, I can't remember when, but there's actually some interesting stuff
like
about his parentage.
13, 15 around there.
Something like that. There's actually some interesting stuff about his parentage, too, because...
I just know his mom was like the daughter of a baker or some shit.
Yeah, something like that's not so important. What's interesting is all the anti-Semitism there is pretty strong evidence to say that his biological father was Jewish, a guy by the name of Gaia.
Yeah, because Wagner was raised by a dude that I think he thought was his father,
Right.
but wasn't, right?
So Gaia, his biological father died, and then, wait, let me make sure I'm getting this right. His biological father died.
Mike's got some old-ass book here.
Oh,
I don't even know what this is. Mike just pulls this shit out from under the table.
Yeah, that's right. So Gaia was his real father. Wait, no. Okay, no, sorry.
This is like Darth Vader shit.
Okay, here's what it is. His father actually died, but Gaia, this man that he was raised by,
Yeah.
there's some evidence to believe that he's actually the father and not the man that died before. So
You gotta use names, not so many pronouns, man.
I
And
know.
he was his father, but his father was raised by him, and he gave him money. Like, what are you saying, man?
One
Wagner's biological father died like 6 months after he was born, or some shit like that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So his legal father, the one
Wagner's
that died,
legal father.
right, legal father.
Yes.
There's evidence to believe that he wasn't the actual biological father, and this man Gaia, Ludwig Gaia,
Yeah.
who the mother hooked up with just months after the father, this
Okay.
legal father died.
Okay.
There's evidence that she was actually sleeping with this Gaia.
And he was actually his
And he
father.
was actually
but
his
then they
father.
said he wasn't his
That's
father. This
right.
is Mari Povich, man.
I know, dude.
You are not, you are not, yes, the father. You know, it's like...
He was the father of him, and she was the mother of him and her, and she
Yes.
was then they.
Ah, yes.
Right?
Of course.
It's well,
So the dude was born, had a messy fucking start to life, and he also grew up in a very Jewish part of Leipzig, I think.
well, so he was born in Leipzig, and then they moved to Dresden when he was pretty young.
That's right.
And that's where he was around. He was around actors because this Gaia man was an actor. He was around the theater,
right,
was
yeah.
around actors, was around music and everything, but he wasn't a musician at that point.
No.
He was not. He showed no real inclination or no real talent for music, like all the other great composers did, and that's a real difference. Most of the time, it was like, all right, well, this person's going to be a fucking composer.
Yeah.
Wagner was not that way. It was at 15 when he heard Beethoven 9 and what's the other piece that he
Freischütz, I
heard? Fidelio.
Fidelio, I thought Freischütz from Weber.
No,
Beethoven, though. Yeah.
It was Beethoven was at first his fucking ideal
Okay.
of music,
Yeah.
right? And he writes about things sometimes so black and white. That's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of the shit that he writes, is that he writes like, well, it is this way and blah 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 blah, because he tries to be profound all the fucking time, and what ends up happening is he ends up contradicting himself later
Oh,
in life.
he's a flip-flopping motherfucker.
He's a flip-flopping motherfucker.
Yeah, so he was in Leipzig, then he went to Dresden, right?
Dresden heard this, and at 15 is when he said, I'm going to be a composer.
Which I think getting into the game late is sometimes what helps people to break the mold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you start early, then it's just about emulating people. But he got in late enough that he already maybe had his own thoughts at that point.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing to get into the game late sometimes.
Yeah, totally. I mean, and especially for him, it was kind of crazy because it's not like he was studying music and said, oh yeah, maybe I should compose. It was that he wasn't a fucking musician and said, I'm going to compose.
Yeah,
Then,
I think first he wanted to be a playwright, right?
I can't remember.
I
Something
think
like
I
that.
think he wanted to be a playwright, and then he was like,
We're talking about when he's 14, 15 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah, I
I
mean-
wanted to be a fucking fireman or something. Who the fuck knows?
No, but I think he wanted to be a playwright, and it's important because Wagner for a long time was saying the drama comes before the music, and then he fucking flip flopped. You know what I mean? But for him, I think he was first interested in writing words, and he was like, I gotta set this shit to music, and then that kind of led. I think the words led him to a desire to compose. Is what I'm saying. I think. Quote Jared Ice. Put it in your fucking master thesis and fail.
Might be.
And fail
I mean,
hard.
It's a theory that
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
seems unfounded. Anyway, where the fuck were we? Oh yeah. So then, I think maybe you could say more than from what I understand. Mussorgsky was also this way. Was a very self-taught person, but there was
Okay.
nobody quite like Wagner, right? This man really didn't. It can't be said that he really had any official fucking training as a composer.
Yeah, but the music community accepted him. I mean, he was so good that his university professor was like, I'm not going to make you pay for this shit, right?
Well, he didn't study music in the university. When he went to the university, he wasn't really studying music.
Yeah, I
he
mean-
took counterpoint lessons and stuff like that. And
Maybe that's what it is. There was something he did so good that they were like,
Yeah, I'm not
can't
gonna.
take your
I
money.
can't do. They stopped the lessons.
Yeah.
He said, "Now, okay, well, this isn't. I can't teach you anymore about it."
Something like that, right?
He was basically
He's fucking
self-taught.
good. Yeah, he was good. He was good.
And by doing that, the thing that's interesting about that is when you're more self-taught, you're not sure of what rules you're supposed to follow or break, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that also that is really interesting to me is that Wagner was not proficient at any instrument. He could not really play the piano.
Yeah, he wasn't the typical composer where it's like, give me the violin, like this type of shit.
Yeah, he just kind of was this guy who's like, all right, I'm going to understand. I'm going to like pour over scores all the time and just fucking learn how all this shit fits together like a puzzle and then do it that way. But it's not like he could sit down at the piano and play through his shit. He couldn't. He wasn't a pianist.
Yeah.
He was. I thought I remember reading some, or not. I thought I remember. I remember reading somebody say he was basically amateur level on the piano.
Sure.
Not able to do his own things, but he was a great conductor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which is interesting because most of the time you say conductors have to be at least proficient in one instrument from the orchestra or your voice, right?
Usually.
But this guy was just going based on this instinct that he had inside of him and just this musicality that he had.
Yeah, and it's surprising that he could. I mean, sometimes he got accused for writing shit that's like not playable. You know what I mean? Because that's the other advantage is it's very hard to write for piano if you don't play piano. Because you're going, like, I remember when I first started composing music, I wrote things on the MIDI computer and they sounded really cool. And then my teacher would be like, yeah, but you literally can't play this.
Yeah.
Like the human anatomy cannot play what you've written because the crossovers and shit make no sense.
I remember I tried to write something once and I just gave the soprano. It was like some fucking motet and she was singing high C's all the fucking time. And I remember this, no joke. It was in like 10th or 9th or 10th grade. And she said, this is too high. I'm like, we'll learn how to sing higher.
like a proper young Wagner.
I was really dicky about it too. Sorry, Amanda, if you're out there.
I take it back.
I now understand. She was actually a talented singer too, and she was saying, I'll sing this for you, just compose it down. I'm like, no, don't fuck with my genius.
No, if you're a
doing.
composer though, I mean, how are you gonna write for trombone if you've never put your mouth on that sweet brass? All right, so Wagner, he studied, and then he went to Magdeburg. You got more to say about his time in Leipzig and Dresden.
Okay, that's right. He eventually got a job in Magdeburg,
which is where he started his fucking Wagner ways. That's when he became fucking Wagner.
And he was.
And I mean, yeah. Okay, I'll save it.
He found this wife, this actress that wanted to fucking marry him, and she apparently was also mega goddamn intimidated by him.
You talking about Mina or whatever?
Minna, yeah.
Minna, yeah.
And she was fucking mega intimidated, but she said, like, he was like, well, just get used to it because I'm a genius and this is happening, right?
Jesus.
Again, a complete dick.
Yeah.
But all right.
Two things he started doing in Magdeburg was destroying theaters with debt, right?
And destroying himself with that, dude.
Destroying himself with debt and banging women he shouldn't be banging.
That's right.
These are the things he started doing in Magdeburg. This dude his life had a lot of similarities to Freddie Mercury. If you've guys seen the new Freddie Mercury movie,
I haven't.
Freddie Mercury also had an interesting life, and they're kind of dangerously similar sometimes. Freddie Mercury had this woman he married, but then he like came out as like gay, and they got divorced, but then he like had her living nearby all the time, and she was always kind of like in his life, you know? And Wagner, he kind of, not to spoil the ending, because we're telling this like it's a story.
Spoiler alert.
He kind of does the same thing, you know what I mean? It's like I want you around, but I kind of want to keep fucking everybody else, but I kind of want you nearby, you know what I mean? But in Magdeburg, yeah, he just like I can't remember what the debt was, but he like drove that theater into debt. He started having sex with that girl, and then
He drove the theater into debt because what he was saying was, well, we need to increase repertoire. There need to be symphony concerts along with all this
just
stuff.
Bigger. Yeah.
Just bigger. Fucking bigger. Okay, that's fine, Wagner. But he even says at one point, I couldn't. Let me find this quote. He said,
Minna, what was her name though? I can't remember her name. She had a name.
Minnow,
like the fish.
I am not made like other people. I must have brilliance and beauty and light. This is Wagner.
Oh my
Let me read it again. Like I said, the pretentious fucker.
Yeah.
I am not made like other people. I must have brilliance and beauty and light. The world owes me what I need, is what he said. Wait, I can't live on a miserable organist's pittance like your master Bach.
Oh Oh my god! And he said this about like getting more money or something that.
This was all the time. Like
let me see that. Man. Where is that?
It's right in the second paragraph.
On the left side.
Yeah. By the way, the book that we're reading from is a book that every classical musician should own. Every single one. It's called "The Lives of the Great Composers" by Arnold Schoenberg. Right.
This is crazy.
Let me see it again one more time.
I'm not made like other people. Like this fucking who would say that?
If he did speak English, that's what it would sound like. I'm sure. Harold, not Arnold. Harold C. Schoenberg. I think this guy was a critic in New York for the longest time, a pretty famous critic. But you read these things and they read like stories. All of the composers' lives. It's really, really great, and he does everybody big. So if you are a classical musician and you don't have this book yet, buy it. Get on Amazon and buy it immediately. The Lives of the Great Composers by Harold C. Schoenberg.
I'm gonna buy this book because I love this shit. I love when it's reduced because I just want the and we're reducing it even further on this podcast. But I love it because like I have this book of Verdi back there, and it's like I'm never gonna read that fucking book. That's like 300 fucking pages, and I don't care that much about anybody. I wouldn't read a book about myself. You know what I mean? For 300 pages.
I don't love anybody that much. No. Not even myself. You're the opposite of Wagner.
Yeah, I mean, you know, goddamn. All right, so what else did he do in Magdeburg? Anything good?
So this basically set Magdeburg basically set a precedent for the rest of his life.
And because he did that shit for the rest of his goddamn life.
Just could not
debt, fuck.
It's 1,000 times worse, and everybody talks about Mozart and is like, oh, he was bad with money. It's not that Wagner was bad with money.
Yeah.
It's that he somehow enjoyed being bad with money.
Yeah.
Right?
And by the way, a lot of that Mozart shit comes from you got to make sure that you're not thinking of the movie Amadeus.
Right.
Like pull that shit from an actual book because they kind of exaggerated that shit.
Yeah.
So then he went to Riga, right, in Latvia.
That's right.
Beautiful place if you've never been there.
I've never been there.
I was just there a couple months ago. It was good. It's a nice
Really?
place. Yeah, it's a good theater.
Well, he was there and then also got into debt. Go fucking figure. But when he was there, he became that's when he became known as a conductor, as a master conductor. Prepared and conducted something like 40 works or something.
Yeah, but also before, sorry to cut you off, but
Go for it.
Before he went to Riga, he had a quick stop off in Königsberg, I think.
That's right.
And then Minna left him for another man, right?
She left him for another man? I just thought she went because she
went and fucked some other dude, right?
In Dresden, right?
No, because she basically helped get him a job, I think, in Königsberg, and then started fucking some other dude, and Wagner was like, fuck this. And he went to Riga, and he actually hired her sister to work there. And then she eventually came back and they hooked up again.
Okay.
So they had a real like on and off thing. It was fucking sloppy as shit, dude.
Sloppy shit, dude.
Sloppy Joe. So anyway,
Sloppy Joe.
So Sloppy Vag, he's back in Riga.
And
he drove that shit to the ground, man.
Well, no, he didn't drive the theater.
Not the theater, his life though. His life. He got in such bad debt, man.
That he had to flee.
That he had to flee the country. They were coming for him.
Right. And this was the time when, by the way, we should say that when he was in Dresden and Magdeburg, he was still writing, but there was nothing good. Like, he wrote one called The Fairies or something like that based on a Shakespeare play. And
in Magdeburg, he wrote one that was like the Lebensverbot or whatever. Like,
Liebesverbot.
Liebesverbot, like it was something.
Meine ich.
Sorry, I mean, it's hard to say a German word then go back to English.
It definitely is. Yeah, das Liebesverbot.
Okay, yeah. So he was doing some okay shit. It was okay shit.
But none of that shit was really taken off.
Mm.
It was then in Riga where he started composing Rienzi.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he had to fucking flee, this is the famous story that everybody knows about Wagner, is that he got on the boat and took a boat to fucking Paris, right? Because that's where he was going. He's getting the fuck out of there.
He went to like London, then Paris, right?
Yeah. Which I got to backtrack for a second after I get done with this. But he took the boat to Paris, and on the way it was really stormy, and that's where apparently Fliegende Holländer comes up.
I hate that shit.
Now, I got to say this. When he was young in Dresden, studying in Dresden, he started writing and was writing about how the French composers were way closer to the mark than the German composers, right?
Okay.
The French is much more expressive and out there, and the German is too rigid and everything.
Where Wagner was, just to give you a point of frame of reference, is you had I'm closing my eyes now because I'm thinking hard. You had Weber with Freischutz, right? And then you had Marta was in between, right?
Right.
Floto, I think, and then Wagner.
Right.
So this is what he's talking about. Is he's coming from this line of
Yeah,
composers
exactly. And
at this point in time. Yeah.
He was at that point a...
Double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
Okay, I won't double check it, but fuck it. But fuck it. So at that point, the music that he was really talking about was Meyerbeer, right? In Paris.
Right.
So he was a big proponent of that, right? Went to Paris, hooked up with this Meyerbeer guy, right? And who was an advocate of Wagner, was really into his music, right? Meyerbeer was Jewish. It's important to note this, right?
Yeah, because that comes back.
And he would put Wagner's music forward to people, introduced him to everybody in the scene, because Meyerbeer was the guy in France at that time, right? And also, when he was there, because nothing was really happening, despite him being brought into the French circles, to make money, he was doing piano transcriptions for Et la Vie. Do you know this? Do you remember
Wagner
this guy?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Another Jewish guy, right?
Yeah.
Wagner started to get into his head that the reason he wasn't succeeding was because there was basically like a Jewish inner circle in the music world, and they were holding him down. So it was, all right, I'm failing. Let's find something to fucking blame it on.
Whose fault is this?
Let's find someone to blame it on, or a group of people to blame it on.
Yeah, sure. So he was not having a lot of success in Paris at that time.
No, as a matter of fact,
he was kind of poor.
It was very poor. It went into debt again. Go fucking figure.
Boom, 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 boom.
Wow. And then he had some sort of a break because Meyerbeer, he was blaming him for keeping him down, right? Blaming this guy because he was Jewish for keeping him down, right?
Right.
Meanwhile, Meyerbeer was like the fucking reason why then Rienzi, which by the way, I'm sorry to all you people who are listening to me, I can't say the word Rienzi any other way than the way a German would do it now. Also, Riga, I say it with this guttural R. I tried to say Riga or something like that. And it sounds, to me, it sounds awful. I'm not trying to sound pretentious. It's just the way my tongue is working after 8 years of living in Germany now. And it sounds weird. It must sound just like, oh my God.
Pretentious as fuss.
He's saying Freischutz.
Yeah, Freischutz.
Freischutz. Sorry, I mispronounced it.
Fry, baby. Freischutz.
So anyway, what I was saying was,
Yeah.
Meyerbeer eventually got Dresden, the opera house in Dresden, to take that shit over, right? They said that we are going to put this on, right?
Yeah, Wagner, he used a lot of Kanekis, that guy.
Yeah, he used Kanekis and then was shitting on them.
Yeah, he's a user. He did not build, because people talk about it like he built his own shit up from the ground and just rose to the top. But he got to the top by stepping on the heads of lots of fucking people, man.
Look, well, okay, so his music did actually speak for itself.
Yeah.
It was good enough that he was being recognized as something special.
Yeah,
but
at the end, that's true.
But it doesn't matter how good you are sometimes. You need people to prop you up.
We just talked about this before the podcast, man.
We just talked about it.
It's not just about being good. There's a huge echo in here, man.
Fuck it, dude. Don't worry about it.
All right. It's not just about being good, man. It's also you gotta it's a business. You gotta play the game.
Exactly.
And he played it dirty. Fast and dirty, Vag.
So he gets this guy and then is basically... So Rienzi... apparently the sketches were being written in Riga, but when he was in Paris, that's when it was really being written, and it was written as kind of like an answer to Meyerbeer and Et la Vie, right?
Right.
As his answer to them. You guys are doing this well. I can do it fucking better, right? And then it was picked up in Dresden, and had a big success in Dresden. So they then bought the rights to Holländer, which was premiered the next year.
Okay. Yep.
In Dresden.
Right.
Because of those successes, he was made a zweiter Kapellmeister, a second...
I don't know what Kapellmeister is. I forgot.
I don't know either.
I don't know if they have that position in American theaters.
I guess not. It's like if you have the main conductor, there's the
like
erste Kapellmeister.
An assistant conductor?
Yeah, like second assistant conductor. But it was a
Okay.
big thing because it was an important theater, right?
Right.
And yeah, so then Dresden starts some serious shit, baby. What? How much time do we have, by the way?
We're at 45 minutes.
Okay. Again, people, there's no way we're going to get through Wagner's whole life, which is fine. Maybe we bring this topic back, and you guys can hear the rest of this fucked up life.
Let's go to the end of Dresden, and then we'll stop there,
good.
and we'll start it up on the next one.
Because Dresden is some serious shit.
Yeah, shit got political.
Shit got political, right? So when he went to Dresden, he then started fucking shitting on the French style of writing. So the guy, like I said, held the French style up as the way,
Yeah.
and then just shits on it after they do something for him. The guy is a class A dick.
Yeah.
He's a fucking class A dick. So start shitting on it, right? And what happens in Dresden? Starts getting into fucking debt. I mean, he had a salary at this point by his with his position as a Zweiter Kapellmeister that he could definitely live. And he's like, fuck that, I'm spending 3 times as much as you guys are giving me, right? So he gets into massive debt again. And this is when he starts getting into, like, well, this bourgeois capitalist system, blah, 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 the people need to fucking rise up.
Yeah.
And he was literally involved in the Dresden uprising.
Yeah.
I can't remember do you remember what year it was? I can't exactly remember.
I can't remember, but there was a huge fucking riot. It has a famous name, but that's more the history side of things and not music. I can't remember it. But do you want me to look?
No, it's fine. It's not dates. Dates aren't more important than concepts.
You know what? I know he was allowed into Germany because 1850. I think it was 1850.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to ruin it, but he was allowed back into Germany after all this at 1862, I think. And
all this.
Yeah,
okay.
he was exiled for 12 years, so I think this must have happened around 1850.
Okay, so he was always known as a big fucking mouth, right? Just a big mouth, running his mouth, like I said, I was talking to somebody last night about why I don't get along with anybody politically. Nobody, especially in America, because in America, you either are on this side or you are on that side.
Yeah.
And if you talk about another side, like, well, okay, that's a decent point, you are automatically the fucking enemy.
Yeah.
So you can't talk, because the world is not black and white. It simply isn't. And Wagner is somebody who would make these grand declarations of truth.
Yeah.
Right? And he would, I think...
Are you eating a croissant? Then you like French music, you motherfucker.
French bitch! Get out of here with that croissant! He's eating a croissant!
You French bitch!
He said,
hey, Wagner, settle down, buddy. We're here to have a good time.
Seriously, what are you doing? Calm down. Jeez.
Sit down, Pierre. It's all right.
Oh, man.
You guys should see Mike with this book. He holds it like a goddamn statue.
I'm trying to...
Why do you hold it like
Take
that?
a picture of that. Take a picture of that. Post that.
Okay.
No one gives a shit.
No one gives a shit.
No
about
one's
it.
listening
Here we
anymore.
are.
I can't find it right now. They had an excerpt in this book of one of his little speeches.
Oh my
and
God.
man, oh man, he wanted to be. Had they offered him some sort of dictatorship in this revolution, you better believe we would never have the ring or anything like that, because he would have taken that shit.
Yeah, I mean there's certain reasons why he was favored by a certain person later in history.
Right, that's coming. That's coming. Maybe in the next
that's
discussion.
coming in the part 2.
But anyway, so it was rise up, you people, take back from the people who stole your wealth. Take it back. Blah 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 blah. Right. So he was actually involved in the uprising to the point where when, I suppose, the Russian infantry was going to come and put down this uprising.
Right, that's right, yeah.
He was up in, like, clock towers being like, the Russians are coming, right? And they came and just put a fucking kibosh on all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Wagner just like, all right, well, this was fun.
Well, they had a warrant out for his arrest.
They had a warrant out for his arrest. I mean, he probably, there was a strong chance that he might have been executed.
Yeah.
Had he been caught.
Yeah, so he basically was then exiled from Germany.
That's right.
Right, which is, I guess, where we'll leave it today. He basically then, for the next 12 years, was like, don't you fucking come in this country.
Right. But the thing is, he was using this. So, okay, a couple things. Some people thought that, I mean, this whole you are for the proletariat, you're for the small man, right? did not jive at all with his later artistic view of you cannot bow to the masses, the dumb, dirty masses, right? He didn't talk about them at all the same way. There are some people who think that all he wanted to do, because he talked about abolishing like hierarchy and like social hierarchy, but also he talked about abolishing money. In these speeches, he's like, we need to get rid of money. There's a reason why he did that. It's because he had no money and he owed people fucking money.
Yeah.
It was his self-interest to say, you know what? Why don't we just forget that we have money?
Yeah.
And then there you go.
No money. And I want to fuck more people's wives.
Right?
it's like a sixth grader.
This is the revolution.
Like a sixth grader running for fucking class president.
I promise more recess.
Yeah. No more tests.
My opponent
more candy bars.
wants to take that 5 minutes from recess away. Revolution! I did that shit, dude. I was class president in 5th grade.
Yeah, I did it.
I had a campaign manager, and we read around. I had a campaign scandal. An honest-to-God campaign scandal.
You started one or you had one?
Well, it was... I got to say, Brian Roll, if you're out there listening, you caused me some real fucking trauma.
What, in 5th grade?
Well, yeah, because so I was brought into the goddamn principal and made to answer for these things, right? I agree with his tactic. He would go. We were because everybody
politics, baby. You learned that lesson young.
All the young kids there who were in 1st or 2nd grade or something like that. They all got to vote. We got a bag of lollipops. Vote for Mike Pegger, lollipop. Vote for Mike Pegger, lollipop. Vote for Mike Pegger, lollipop.
Okay, that's good.
Right?
That's good. Bribing.
Classic, but it's considered buying votes, is what they would say. They were saying. They said it was unethical. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, man.
They were saying it was unethical that I was buying their votes.
Every president has given shit away, you know?
And they're like, and they were saying like, yeah, the kids don't understand that. And I'm like, you don't respect the children in here. I will represent them.
No, it would be unethical if like there was some fat cat.
Abolish money.
If there was some
food for everybody to get extra chicken nuggets.
All right. Just yelling over my point. All right, we're going to text talk. Hold on, I gotta get my shit up here.
People, there has to be there's more shit to discuss, dude.
Now we're gonna bring Wagner back for the next episode. We'll do Wagner part 2.
Well, no, it might not be the next episode because coming up is Christmas time, baby.
Yeah.
We got to put out on Jingle Bells.
All right, look, we did Wagner part 1. We did his life to Dresden, which was kind of the first half, right? The first third. He's got like Dresden life, he's got Exile life, and then he's got back in Germany life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's at least Wagner part 1, his life to Dresden. Hopefully you learn something. You can sound smart and impress that your crush at the next music major party.
Oh yeah,
you know?
that wins the chicks.
Yeah.
Talking about Wagner's chode.
Yeah.
Wagner's hockey puck.
Just drop some facts. All right, here we go. Text talk.
Text talk.
Text talk. All right. Okay. Second beer.
Second beer.
This is you introduced it.
It's the same company. It's still it's Fickle. The first one we had was the Keller beer, which means basement beer. I don't know what the fuck that means, dude. I don't exactly know what that means.
It's good, but it's
and the other one is just the fucking export that they make. So you're
the one that's gonna make the beer list. So if that's good enough info for you to remember,
that's good enough for me. No one's looking at the beer. Actually, though.
No. We took a look at our stats the other day on our website, and a lot of people are looking at the beer list. I gotta say,
a lot of people are going to Papa Gay Knows. We got a lot of people who might not want to be seen going to the gay bar, but we see you. We see everything.
Now, we don't know who, though. You're still anonymous, okay? Our site is built on anonymity, okay? You come in, do what you want, say what you want.
What happens at Papa Gay Knows stays at Papa
Yeah,
Gay
baby.
Knows.
We're going to try to upgrade Papagainos here soon.
Yeah, we got to do something.
Add a stripper pole or something. But
if we could get somebody, if anybody out there is good at animation, if you could make Papageno dancing on a strip pole for us, oh, man.
I think I could do it. It would just take too long.
Nah, I want to see what sort of creativity. I would love to see fan art come in or something like that. If you can put Papageno in some really compromising positions, we're putting that on the goddamn internet.
I guess that character would be called Papagay. Right?
Yeah, Papagay. That's right.
Because he knows.
He
so
knows,
Papagay
baby.
knows. So that's Papagay. So if you guys can put Papagay on a pole, Papagay pole, then do it.
Papagay pole.
All right, what do you got? What you want to go first? Why don't you go first?
I think I mentioned Martin Sexton before, right?
Yeah.
I mentioned how much I appreciate him as a
You keep doing these like half stretches.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to stretch fully.
It's like bother. Just Okay, sorry, Martin.
Dude, this
Sexton.
is Martin Sexton. Great musician. Everybody should know him. Look him up. Get on Spotify, iTunes. Listen to the fucker. Listen to a song called "Diner," and this is literally a song about written about diners, like the roadside diners that you would see, and he's able to capture with the song, with the lyrics and the song, this feeling really of 1950s, 60s roadside diners.
Oh, that diner. Okay.
Yeah. Which, by the way, they're all spelled differently.
I was thinking like 80s, 90s diners, which is a different vibe than like a 50s diner.
No. I literally mean the roadside ones that you could transport. The aluminum ones.
Oh,
those really, the ones where you would go in and there's a long bar with the seats up there and everything.
Okay.
And he wrote something. There's this one spot that is basically patter. It's almost like
Sprechstimme?
No, patter. I mean like I am the very model of a modern major general of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. Of information. And his was, I don't know if I can do this. I hope I can do it, right?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
He said, "You may find a diner down in Georgia, Carolina, off the 20 by the Piggly in the country out of Waynesboro. Or when it's getting late and rainy out in New York State, you're having Louis off the thruway and you go and grab yourself a cheeseburger at the Little Gem Diner off the 6-9er.
Nice.
Diner, my shiny, shiny love. Went in the night, you're all I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Good.
Diner, my shiny, shiny love. Shoot-a-dee. Anyway, so this
Did you say by the Piggly Wiggly?
in the Piggly Wiggly in the country out of Waynesboro.
That's a supermarket.
So
for you those
I'll
who
do
don't
it.
know.
You may find a diner down in Georgia or Carolina off the 20 by the Piggly Wiggly in the country out of Waynesboro, or when it's getting late and rainy out in New York State, you hang a Louis off the thruway and you go and grab yourself a cheeseburger in the Little Gem Diner off the 6-9er.
You know what's nice about that is that doesn't sound like it was written to be said quickly.
But he does it.
Yeah, but that sounds like just natural speech, which if you guys have never written lyrics before, it's very hard to write things that you want to be said quickly and not have it be like, no, rhyme, no, rhyme.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's very
because
hard.
they don't necessarily rhyme. They're only...
Yeah, he's like bending, like Eminem talks about bending the words. You know?
That's right.
But like half rhymes and shit, I think in literature you actually call those. But
right. Yeah,
but no,
Louis
just
off the throughway. Not technically a rhyme, but it works.
But just a normal way of speaking. It's tough, man.
What did I want to say about this?
Word painting.
Oh yeah, the lyric that I love the most, and I don't know, this is a very personal thing, but I'll share it with you guys.
Okay.
I used to in high school. I had my car, and I used to fucking like I would hang out with friends or something. I used to love just is that sound in the background? Are they doing construction?
Yeah, they're doing construction next door. If you guys can hear it, I'm sorry, but it should be pretty quiet.
Anyway, I used to love just on a summer night having my windows down,
Go cruising.
go fucking cruising, baby.
Yeah, man.
And this diner, my shiny, shiny love, in the night you're all I'm thinking of, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys, anybody from Pittsburgh, there's a place called Eaton Park, right? Where it's open 24 hours. And you go cruising, and it's just so late at night, and then you see something, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to stop in and get some pancakes.
Yeah.
Or something, right? And this idea of in the night when you're out driving, that's that diner. That's where I can go. That's what's going to make this night right. I don't know. I don't know why that affects me so much, but I do. I love that lyric.
It's a part of. I do a lot of driving in Germany. Yeah, I bought this car a couple months ago, and I've already put like 25,000 kilometers on it.
No, it does not have 25 already.
Yeah,
does
dude.
it?
Yeah, dude.
Does it seriously have 25,000 kilometers?
Well, it's like almost. No, it's like 20. It's only 20.
So we bought ours years before you bought yours, right?
Yeah.
We have 34, and I thought we had a lot.
No, yeah, I'm not. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be 20,000 a year, and I've done like. So I'm driving it less. I took the train last week to up north, but anyway, I drive all the time. And in Germany, the Autobahn, which means highway for you that don't know, it's very efficient. You can drive as fast as you want. There's barely ever any accidents. There's not that much traffic most of the time, compared to like LA or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's too efficient. It's just like road, and then it's like the same gas station, the same food, right?
Yeah.
No matter where you are in Germany, it's like the same gas station, same food. And I miss the American landscape of like, it changing and there's like some unique diner, there's some mom and pop place, which maybe doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? But this whole young American life of I'm 16 and I'm just going to fucking drive until I find something.
Right.
I think a lot of Germans or European people don't get that. I think that is a part of American life.
Definitely.
That's special. I'm going to drive in this direction for a fucking hour and I'll find something to hang out.
There's nothing better than just discovering shit. Just
you drove
going and driving.
If I drove for an hour, I would be like in fucking like Dusseldorf or Stuttgart. You know what I mean? Like 2 hours, I guess. But like, you'd be in like a different fucking city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you drive for an hour in Pittsburgh, you're still in Pittsburgh, you know? Just the outskirts, really.
When you're just going through western Pennsylvania. I mean, the closest city to Pittsburgh is 2 hours, Cleveland. It's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that is if you take the most efficient route. But if you just want to go on some of these back roads or whatever, you'll get there in a day maybe.
Yeah, and
I mean, there's so much land and it's just so fun to go and drive around on shit. And with GPS, you're not getting lost.
No. And in America, people shit on the speed limit all the time. And in Germany, when you get on the highway, it's like, all right, let's go as fast as we fucking can to get where we're going. But in America, you're stuck going 60. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Might as well fucking enjoy it.
Actually, that's something that I once had an experience with in Germany. I was driving somewhere, and I didn't have to be anywhere at any time.
Right.
I just wanted to go there that day, and I got in the right lane and just fucking
cruised. Put that
and
shit
it
on
was
cruise control.
nice. It's so much less stressful.
Man, let's go cruising sometime, huh?
Let's cruise.
You and me, get hammered.
Let's cruise.
No, I'm joking. Just joking. Don't drink and drive. All right.
Dynamo shiny, shiny love, whip it do.
So do you want more on that? Or you want me to do mine?
Now you go.
I did a weird one.
Martin Sexton, come on the podcast.
I'd love to have Wagner on the podcast. Yeah,
I would not.
He'd be arrogant as shit. Shut up, Vog. Drink your fucking beer.
I would love to just beat the shit out of Wagner. Wouldn't it be awesome to beat the fuck out of Wagner?
Which composer would you want to fight? No, sorry. Don't answer that. We're trying to stay away from the opera bro vibe.
Yeah. No, come on.
Which composer could you fucking kick their ass?
I actually want to know, which composer would you like to fight?
Me?
Yeah.
I want to fucking fight Liszt, man.
Why?
I don't know, because he was a fucking rock star.
He was a big dude, though.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
I know. He was a scrapper, and he was a fucking rock star. I think he was a stallion, and I want to...
Wagner was 5'5".
Yeah, I would beat the shit out of Wagner, but I want to see how I measure up against...
Beat the shit out of a room full of Wagners.
Yeah, but I want to know how I measure up against Liszt. That dude was huge.
Dude, I can't do that.
That dude was a sex bomb.
Who the fuck could I fight?
I think you and Schubert would be a pretty good...
What a dick. Shut up. I towered over Schubert. Even Wagner beat Schubert in height.
So?
Yeah, Wagner was 5'5". I think Schubert was like 5'2".
Jesus Christ.
Get those two little
That's why he
dudes
wrote
in a
that.
room
He had those fast hands, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what song that is? No. Yeah, the first one, but I was doing Die Forelle there at the end.
Oh.
Anyway,
Wagner and Schubert. I could beat.
Maybe that should be.
Wagner
Maybe
and
that.
Schubert.
Maybe that should be a segment on this thing. You know, like, do you remember that show
Yeah.
where they would do like a jaguar versus an anaconda?
Yeah,
and they would break it down. Maybe we should do.
Say no more. We're doing composer versus composer.
Like Schumann versus fucking Wagner, and we talk about their stats.
Okay, this is coming. This is on the next podcast.
But I wish
this is on the Christmas podcast.
Okay.
Christmas podcast. Engelbert Humperdinck, because he did Hansel and Gretel, has to be fighting somebody.
Is Hansel going to a Christmas podcast? Then, like in Germany, it's Fledermaus. Then he's got to fight fucking.
No, it's still everywhere. The fucking gingerbread. Everybody wants to see that during Christmas.
Yeah, but then what's
time.
the second one? What's the second one?
I don't know. We'll find old Engelbert. We'll find him an opponent. I love this idea, dude. It's born.
I wish I had these skills to like animate the fight.
I cannot wait to hear the music you write for it. I cannot wait to hear the fight night music. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the epic battle of Schubert. 5'2", reach of 32 centimeters.
You know, you got to take them in their prime though. Like not because everyone like because like Verdi, you know, you always see old Verdi, you always see old Wagner, but. Like on Verdi's birthday on Instagram a while back, people were passing around pictures of young Verdi. Young Verdi, man.
Fuck you up.
He was like Liam Neeson. How does he fuck? Do you say that guy's name?
Liam Neeson.
Yeah. He was like that guy, dude. You know, he was.
Are there any jacked composers? Are there any composers that are just fucking jacked?
What back then?
Do you know? Have you ever looked at a composer and been like, I don't want to fuck with that guy?
Oh, I gotta go backwards. I mean, I got to think about this. Bach was a thick dude. That guy had some, because back then calves were sexy. You know what I mean? It's true. All these paintings, these composers showing off their calf because back then calves were sexy.
Ankles were in, baby.
Yeah, that dude was a fucking meat house. All right, let me.
Fucking meat house.
Yeah. Could you imagine him taking off his powdered wig, putting some of the chalk from it on his hands?
Going down, fucker. This is happening.
Fucking Vagliacci.
I got the counterpoint. You're here. A counterpoint. Boom. Left.
Yeah, and we have to somehow incorporate okay, we got to talk about this later.
This is
incorporate their writing styles.
Get excited.
Into their fighting styles.
Get excited.
Like
I just did.
Yeah.
Counterpoint. You're coming here. I'm counterpointing back.
Like Schoenberg, it's like that guy's going to bite your ankles, right? You have no idea where
he's going. You don't know where he's going. You don't know where he's going. Save it. Save it for the matches.
Okay. So, sorry, we're getting off the rails here. So I
can't wait for that. I cannot wait to hear the music you're going to compose for that.
It'll be good. That's a good one. Composer fight night. Just lean into the opera bro shit,
Whatever. We're known as that. So
yeah. So then we're just gonna fucking
lean into it. I swear to Christ, we didn't go for it, but that's
fuck it. We'll lean into it, man. Which composer could get the most fucking hammered? All right. Okay. Look. I did a fucking Chris Rock quote.
Chris Rock. Oh, this is interesting.
I got to look and make sure it's him.
Oh, I like that you're going
Chris
away
Rock.
from music. That's great.
Yeah, well, this is a thing that actually is important for musicians to think about. Chris Rock has this quote. He says, "I'd always end up broken down on the highway. When I stood there trying to flag someone down, nobody stopped. But when I pushed my own car, other drivers would get out and push with me. If you want help, help yourself. People like to see that." And I think,
oh man,
I think about that all the time because if I've learned one thing in my life, that's fucking true. That's fucking true. You have to help yourself, and people will help you. Doors will open up for you if you are actively helping yourself.
That's incredible, dude.
But if you're entitled and you're just fucking asking for help, just please help me, it's not going to work. Bill Burr actually, he said a similar quote once. He said, if you're down in a hole, face down, digging the hole deeper, I'm not going to throw money into that. But if you're reaching your hand up, I'll fucking help pull you out.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to be making an effort to get yourself out of your situation.
I like the visualization,
people will help
though.
you
I like the visualization of the car.
Yeah, that's a real thing. I think he went through that.
I hope that is an actual real experience, because if that is, people don't recognize those things. It takes a very perceptive person to recognize those things as being significant in your life when they're happening, right?
Yeah.
Because most of the time, people are like, oh yeah, now somebody comes and help me when I'm pushing my own fucking car. But he recognized something valuable from it.
Yeah.
I got to say, I have a similar
Lay it on
story. So I lived about 7 minutes driving from my high school, right? And I lived out in the hills. I was on top, up this big hill, and then you went down there, and then tiny hills went up and down, all the way to my high school.
Right.
One day, I decided I'm just going to start walking, right?
Yeah.
And I was walking. I was going. I didn't have a phone. Of course, you don't have a phone back then. You're just doing your own shit, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to any music. I was maybe singing some in my head or doing whatever. And then my mom comes and sees me on the side of the road. She's like, "Hey, you wanna get in?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm actually enjoying the walk," right?
Okay, cool.
Then I get to a point where it starts to get a little bit harder, the walk, right? And then my brother comes along in his truck, and he's like, "Hey, Mike, you want to ride back?" I'm like, I don't think so. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah.
Then it starts getting to the point where this last hill that I have to climb is fucking. I'm gonna be tired, and it's a tall fucking hill, right?
Right.
My neighbor comes up in his big truck, like an 18-wheeler, right? Is it called an 18-wheeler or what?
What, like the LKW?
Yeah, like a big Mack truck.
Like a semi-truck.
A huge fucking semi, that's it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, and it's right before this hill. I had every impulse, or not every inclination. I had every reason when he can't stop and said, "Hey, Mike, do you want to ride up to your house?" Because he lived within a mile of us, but not really.
Sure.
I guess within a mile, about a mile away from us. He's like, "I can drop you off at your house," and I had every reason to say yes, because it was the biggest, shiniest car that had yet offered me a ride.
Right.
Really cool. I had never ridden in one before. And I thought to myself, you know what? If I get in now, I didn't walk the whole way.
Right.
And that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So I turned him down and walked the whole way. And it was like, it's something that for the rest of my life, I will never, ever forget, that going home a certain way is also valuable.
Yeah. I
Going
mean,
to that seal, that target,
Yeah.
getting there in a particular way can be really freaking valuable. So I think
no, you're right. I mean, that's two different points. One is, of course, help yourself, people help you. Two is don't undervalue. We talked about this maybe in the last podcast, I think. But no, it's true. It's true that the hardships you go through are valuable and will make you become the person you need to be to succeed at whatever you're trying to succeed in.
Yeah.
No successful person has gotten there without having some fucking hardship.
that's true.
Even the people that you think are fucking privileged as shit, if you really look into their lives, I'm sure they had to overcome something. Because you know what? Wagner, we talked about Wagner a lot on this podcast. Dude was a fucking dick, but you know what? I got to give that guy props. The first time I got crushed by debt in Riga and the debt collectors were coming after me, I would have been like, oh, man, it's fucking done.
Right.
But he said, fuck that, man. I'm going to Paris. I'm starting again. Fucked it up in Paris. Says, fuck that. I'm going to get kicked out of Germany. He's like, fuck that. You know, like, the dude did not stop.
We're at just the beginning of his debt problems, baby. Wait until part 2, Wagner part 2.
Vagliacci.
Vagliacci.
Anyway, look, help your fucking self and the help will come. But if you're just fucking bitching and moaning and you're not working as hard as you can for yourself, then why the fuck would you expect somebody to help you? All right. So that's Wagner part 1. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Enjoy the holiday seasons and we'll
Jingle, jingle, people.
and jingle those balls.